Proud fur parents know how difficult it is to be away from their beloved pets, even just for a day.
There they are! Max and Duke and Max. Aw, my boys.
So imagine being separated from your fur baby for months or even years. But lucky for these humans and fur babies, they were able to somehow find their way back into each other's arms or paws. Here are the 10 most heartwarming reunions between humans and animals. What's up, Facnatics? This is Discovery Amuse serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay tuned for our number 1 pick because that will surely restore your faith in humanity.
Lucas!
You're alive.
Number 10. Queeby the gorilla. This first touching story is like Tarzan, but in reverse. A baby gorilla was raised by humans before returning to its natural habitat. Damien Aspinall, an English businessman and conservationist, helped rear several zoo-raised lowland gorillas. Hailing from a family with a background in animal protection, Damien devoted his life to breeding animals and returning them into the wild.
I feel very passionate that I have to fight for them and try and protect what I think is rightfully theirs.
One of his known wards is Queeby, a gorilla he helped raise at the Howlett's Wild Animal Park in England. Eventually, Queeby was released into the African country of Gabon in 2005 when he was 5 years old. In 2010, Damien tracked Queeby in Gabon after 5 years of being apart, not entirely sure whether the gorilla would still recognize him.
I wasn't quite sure how he was going to react. He'd attacked the last couple of sort of human contacts that he'd come across, so he was considered dangerous.
But their encounter couldn't have been more beautiful. After just a moment of introductory gestures, Queeby quickly recognized the man who raised him with so much familiarity. Queeby showed emotions akin to humans, including lovingly embracing Damien, proving that we have so much in common despite our species' differences.
It was probably one of the great moments in my life. He embraced me.
Honey, stop chopping onions, you're making me cry! Keep watching because our top pick will surely heal even the darkest of souls. Number 9. Bruno the police dog. In 2014, Bruno, a German Shepherd police dog at the Anaheim Police Department in California, took a bullet when he tracked down a suspect who opened fire at the police. He was hit in the face and the bullet shattered his jaw and ended up just an inch from his heart. He staggered to his police partner's side, Officer R.J. Young, while he was bleeding profusely before he was rushed into emergency surgery to remove the bullet from his lung.
It was a horrific thing to have to watch. My entire world came crumbling down in a matter of a second.
4 days after the incident, Officer R.J. Young visited Bruno for the first time in recovery, and their reunion was priceless. Bruno could barely contain his excitement after seeing his best bud again.
Having my partner by my side again is going to be an absolutely amazing thing.
When Bruno finally was released from the hospital, he couldn't wait to get back into the patrol car. Such a good boy, Bruno! Number 8. Christian the lion. In 1969, John Rendell and Anthony Bourke came across a lion cub at Harrods in London when it was still legal to trade wild animals. It was love at first sight, so they bought him and took him home. They named him Christian and raised him in their Chelsea flat.
Christian was just full of personality, and he was so irresistible.
Growing up, Christian the lion played with children harmlessly in the churchyard, was taken to parties riding in the back of his owner's Mercedes, and was fed steak while dining out in famous restaurants. Boy, this feline has expensive taste.
Christian had such a personality that he was sort of another person in their lives, wasn't he?
But like all babies, Christian started to get bigger, and it became more and more difficult to raise him in a big city environment. John and Anthony decided it was time to set him free into the wild. Eventually, Rendell and Bourke were able to bring Christian to the Kora Nature Reserve in Kenya, leaving him there with heavy hearts.
It was sad to leave him, but there was a moment of thinking,
There you are. You're in the right place, the right man, and you've really got a chance.
After a year, Anthony and John returned to visit Christian despite being advised against it. When they called out the lion's name, the two weren't sure how the beast would react.
And at that moment, the pace picks up.
Just look at Christian asking for hugs and cuddles like he's missed his best humans for so long. He practically couldn't get his paws off of his foster parents. Number 7. Ban the tsunami dog. It's already heartbreaking to part ways with your pet under normal circumstances, but imagine being separated by a tragic disaster. On March 11, 2011, a magnitude 9.0 earthquake struck the Pacific Ocean coast of northeastern Japan. The catastrophe, known as the Great East Japan Earthquake, triggered a massive tsunami, with waves estimated to be as high as a 12-story building.
A large part of the city has been struck, engulfed by this tsunami. You're seeing live footage of a tsunami engulfing the port area.
Approximately 20,000 people were reported dead or missing, and close to 500,000 people were forced to relocate. In the midst of all the chaos and the succeeding rescue operations, a dog named Ban was one of the animals who was luckily rescued by authorities. She was found by a Japan Coast Guard elite rescue unit on top of a floating roof.
Scrambling out from beneath the rubble, a dog emerges, seeming to have defied incredible odds.
Thankfully, Ban's rescue was seen by her owner, so she wasted no time getting reunited with her beloved doggo. Just look at how thrilled Ban is to see her human after such a traumatizing disaster. Number 6. Serga the lioness. In 2012, Valentine Gruner found an abandoned female cub at a holding pen that was only about 10 days old. Gruner named the cub Serga and raised her in his wildlife project in Botswana.
Her siblings had been killed in the enclosure by other lions, and she was just a sort of a leftover that wasn't being fed by the mother anymore.
Gruner fed Serga a mix of cream, milk, eggs, and vitamins on a drip. Thankfully, the brave cub survived. As Serga grew, the pair developed a special bond like that of a father and child. As years passed, what was once a tiny little cub became a full-grown lioness who was bigger than her rescuer. Gruner slowly weaned her in order to be able to attend to other animal rescues. Days would pass without the pair seeing each other, but every time they reunited, it's like Serga couldn't get enough of her loving human. Number 5. The Norwegian wolf pack. Wolves are known to be fierce and dangerous creatures. Just ask Jacob Black. But if you were to ask this Norwegian lady named Anita, she'd probably tell you that wolves are nothing but harmless furballs. She proved this when she met a pack of wolves in a wildlife reserve in Norway called Polar Park. She spent 2 years socializing with them until she was eventually welcomed into their pack. Anita went away for 2 months, and when she returned, a lovely surprise greeted her. See, nothing to be afraid of with a bunch of wild carnivorous canines. Number 4. Doofus the goose. In this viral video from 2017, watch as a goose runs toward a woman with wings wide open. Oh, how adorable is that? Cindy Adams from Arkansas has a 4-acre farm with typical barnyard animals. One of these animals is a gander lovingly named Doofus. Although all animals on the farm share an extraordinary bond with Cindy and her husband Ray, Doofus is undeniably Mama's favorite. But their relationship wasn't all rainbows and butterflies in the beginning.
He didn't like me, but he was injured. His wings got chewed up by a dog, so I started doctoring him. And he finally got old enough, spring hit the air, and now he's Mama's baby.
Who knew geese could be so loyal and adorable?
Be these colorful creatures your kin? By Hephaestus's hammer, half-grown heroes in the making!
Number 3. Casey the Schnauzer. When Freddie Mercury sang, "Too much love will kill you," I bet he didn't mean it literally. But watching this pup literally pass out due to excitement makes me think twice. Maybe too much love can kill you. After 2 years of living in Slovenia, Rebecca Svetna finally got the chance to go visit her hometown in Murraysville, Pennsylvania, where her beloved Schnauzer Casey had been waiting for her for the longest time. And if this wagging tail and giddy wails are not enough proof of his excitement at reuniting with Rebecca, here he is literally fainting from too much love and happiness. Oh, the poor thing!
Poor, sweet baby.
Number 2. Gabriel the cheetah. Zoologist and animal advocate Dolf Wacker met 8-month-old Gabriel the cheetah in a breeding center in South Africa in 2014. Dolf volunteered in the same breeding center on and off for 4 years, but had developed a special bond, particularly with Gabriel. He would hand-feed Gabriel when he was a tiny cub and casually curl up with him in the open fields.
Here you go, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, Gabe.
Dolf eventually became Gabriel's legal owner, so he received regular reports on his well-being whenever he's away. And whenever he visits, he is allowed to enter Gabriel's enclosure. Every time the two reunite, the ferocious feline all of a sudden becomes tame and gentle. Although he's already full-grown, Gabriel acts as if he's but a cub again around Dolf, hugging him around his shoulders and licking him in the face.
Buddy, hey, Gabe. Hey, buddy, it's good to see you. Always good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you, buddy. I go to Sharper's Stone knife.
Despite being able to enjoy some time together, Dolf hopes to move permanently to South Africa so he and his pal will never have to spend time apart. And it looks like he's already got a place to bunk.
It's just like he likes being laid on, actually.
Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content, and of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1. The Lab Chimps. It's amazing how animals repay acts of kindness no matter how small or big it is. In 1974, Linda Kovner, an animal behaviorist, rescued chimpanzees who were released from labs in a hepatitis research center. After 6 years of being in the lab, 3 of the chimpanzees named Swing, Doll, and Sparky were freed and taught how to live in the wild. Kovner worked with them for 4 years.
Chimpanzees have provided us with so much in this world, so much knowledge about ourselves, about our social lives, about our dispositions.
After successfully helping them adapt, Linda left and started her own chimpanzee sanctuary in Louisiana. 18 years later, Kovner visited the same chimps she saved from the research laboratory in Florida, but she had to tread carefully.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember me?
She wasn't expecting much, but the big smile from Swing seemed to be a sign that she isn't only remembered, but still loved.
It's okay. Not too quick. That's good,
Doll.
Doll.
Oh, Doll.
It was such an emotional reunion filled with cuddles, kisses, and bear hugs, as if no time had passed between Linda and the chimps at all.
Are you crying? Am I crying? No, I'm not crying. You're crying.
So, which of these touching reunions warmed up your cold, cold heart? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Want to unravel more mysteries of the animal kingdom? Then don't miss our ranking of the 10 most amazingly new discovered species. Till then, show your pets how much you love them, Factnatics, and we'll see you in the next video.